Hello and welcome. Apologies for how long it's been. I've been doing quite a lot of juggling, to be honest, but I'm here. Yeah, it has been sort of a week, but I've got a lot of stuff that I'm actually sort of doing. Just had a good taken stock of how things are, and obviously our biggest thing that we have got coming up is the canola oil, which is going to be 156,810. We've also got the clothes, which are very slowly building up, but they are very slow building. It really is. Yeah, there's less than half a ton. We've just put the wool in, I believe. Yeah, no, it's literally processed. I don't think we've got any more wool left. The food on both of these and oh no, there's plenty. It's here. Yeah, so we've got to shift this and put the food on both. They're both getting a little bit low on food. We've got, let's check how much manure we've got. Our businesses, although the BJ isn't like fantastic, it's quite small, but when you start to like look at these, can you see this slurry? You can. When you start to sort of work all of this lot out, actually, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. It all adds up, truthfully, to make quite a considerable sort of thing. So, right. I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. We're going to time-lapse this. I'm going to have to. I want to show you. I always insist on this. Not because I'm being a sadist, because I showed recently on one of the Let's Plays where I swapped out and I started at exactly the same. That's the type of thing that I'm on about, is where you swap one thing for another. But I did it on purpose just to show you what I'm always going on about trickery. Now, I didn't deliver. I wasn't trying to be devious. So the size of the trailer was a little bit bigger. The colours were similar. All those type of things. And I drew your attention to the fact that I'd obviously done that on one of my Let's Plays, just to sort of show you what I'm always going on about. Now, you can always still do trickery of one sort or another. I can add extra bales onto a field and all that type of stuff, which is why I insist that you can see the time on the top of this. The only time you'll ever see it is if I'm called down for a tea, and then I'll start in the same position. I do try to go for realism in so much as I'm going to start in the same place, but I'll just down tools where I am, and then we'll crack on. So yeah, no one can just carry on. The show can't always go on. Sometimes things have to, like real life, just step in. So, but yeah, that's why I like to keep the things running. But so you can see everything I do. You can see the amount of manure I've got. You can see the amount of slurry I've got. There's no camera trick. There's no stopping. I do a complete circuit. I go up the top, come back down, and that's what you see. And I do that on purpose because it is so possible for any content creator to do trickery. The second you stop and you say, here's a load of, Mr. CDP, I'm not for 1 minute, I'm not trying to cast aspersions that people are being dishonest. What I'm saying is there's an opportunity for people to be dishonest. Even the most honest of content creators have sort of slipped up where they've sort of let the cat out of the bag that they do something in a certain way, which is a little bit dishonest. No, we don't want to be putting that in. Taking it out. Yes, let's get get on with it. Let's get on. The show must go on. So let's get cracking and do a bit. I am pleased where we are. If things are just beginning, even though we've got all of this, the animals are adding to the realism of the farm. All these businesses are literally feeding off one another and really serving us proud. Equipment's not bad. Oh, wow, that was way more than I thought. Okay, well, let's fill this up again. You don't really need to look. You can see when it stops filling the food up that you're full, really, is the way that I look at it. I always forget which is the quickest way to get to this, really. Yeah, so anyway, yes, I said I was going to go to a time lapse, and I am. So I'm going to see you guys and girls on the other side. That's a bit unexpected, really. I can't for the life of me understand why the game would crash at that precise moment. We cannot... Oh, we've got a slight amount of control. Let's see if I can tab or anything. This is awful. No, game engine's crashed, which means even if I could save it, I can't. So all of this entire session is gone. Why? I don't understand it. One thing I did notice was there's no manure. And I can't help but wonder, is that because... Oh, hang on. Is there a little bit... It may be that that's too close to that. I'm gonna like get rid of that. Oh, I can't. I say nothing's here. It's a... Well, that's... I've never had a crash like that before. Ever. Not for no reason like that. Nothing really seemed like it was crashing and burning. There's usually a reason. Oh, that's so annoying because we will lose the items that we got because the sales are never the same ever again. I hate this when you get crashes like this. You get a really decent set of equipment. I mean, we've needed a windrower forever. We got that for 21,000, and now we've lost it. And not only that, but I've also got to completely do the entire session all over again because this will not save. So I'm going to post it just so you know what's happening, because like anybody, I've only got so much time to do anything, and if the game's going to crash and burn, what I was going to do was I was going to put a sale point down so we can see the price of the canola oil. But yeah, I hate things like this. I hate crashes and things like this. Always puts me off coming back on the map. Always want to do my age-old thing of running, but I'm not going to do it. I am going to come back, but might not be immediately. But I am going to post this just so as you know what's cracking off, because this is so annoying. We did so well as well, 50 odd grand from our normal businesses now, with no extra frills, no fertiliser, just how Marty wanted it. We're still beginning to pick up with all of the businesses we've got, but obviously this game crash, really didn't expect that at all. So yeah, I'm going to cut my losses here. The footage will exist, but the actual save game will go straight back to where it was before. So this is annoying. Yeah, I might have to stop put the autosave on again if it's going to do this, if this is going to become a regular occurrence. This is the first map this has happened to me. Again, you don't know if there's been a silent update or anything like that now. These things just happen. So yeah, all that remains to be said then for this particular session is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope when I get back on the map, you're going to stick with me on this journey. I'm going to say goodbye for now. Hello and welcome. I'm back sooner than I thought. So I thought, you know, when you do have these moments where you want to run, it is true. It's horrible when this thing happens, but I always think you've got to notice, like, this is it. This is the very thing I'm on about. These two don't like to be close together. There's about 3 or 4 events. I always think, right, let me just tab for once because I'm stuck. Right, let me just move to there. Yeah, there were 2 or 3 events that I could put it down to. One, we put the light and it didn't like it on the manure thing, although it's more likely that the manure not spawning was a consequence of whatever mod was crashing in the background, but it is still possible. This I'm just saying by means of help. There's always an event that sparks this off. 2, I went into the ground with the quick a little bit too... No, it's ethereal, but I went a little bit too much. I don't know this well enough to know if that can cause things. I know it can with a normal one if you accidentally go too far into the ground. This is still what it is, so it could have been that. But the most likely consequent thing of all is this. Now, the bad thing is we've got things in it. Yeah, the worst thing is the windrow. That was really... I gutted about that because it was a cracker. My very favourite windrow in the game. We got it for a song and it's gone. It is. And you don't get it come back. It's gone forever. Yeah, so this has got... Now, we're lucky. It's got nothing in it. So it's a clothes one. Oh, and that's got a 499. We could always do the spinnery, get rid of the spinnery, and that one should be alright. They just don't like being that close to each other. So if that's the case, seems to me that we'll just get rid of one of them. And we should see if when I do that, if I'm right actually about... Well, we'll give ourselves a value because this is just a sort of a bit of a test. And there was nothing in that one. Now, does this still crash? Yeah, it does. Wow. Right, okay, we're going to have to do it then, because I think that's probably the thing that struck me as odd. So we're going to give ourselves the full... Oh, it was more, wasn't it, as well? No, I don't think... I think these were both bog standard. So we're going to give ourselves 1003 for each one. So we're square. It's 2006. Because this is a mechanics issue. I don't mind doing this. You've got to face this fairly. So 2006. What we're going to do is stick another building down. I'm not going to have the two in one. It didn't like that. There was something really weird. Yeah, it has gone. It was definitely that. We're going to stick one back. I think, to be honest, we're going to have a comparison. I'm going to do this on purpose because the Death's Pledge one is... I want to place the Death's Pledge one down and an addable trigger just to see, and we shall sell them. If you do it straight away, you'll be alright. So... production. Yeah, Granny's knitwear, that's what I'm saying. Although that does both. Yeah, or it does actually, so it's a bit unfair. Yeah, we will stick to what we said. I just didn't want this to happen again. So let's first of all put another building down. We'll do it differently as well. Let's do a slightly different one. Although, yeah, it's finding the ones that are very reasonable, really, and they don't look like a house, because it looks silly. So it's quite... I wish they'd have a proper slider bar on this. Yeah, so I thought I'd come straight back on, so as I'm facing my demons, you could say. Yeah, I still think the big one is... I don't think there's anything else. But let's go a bit further down, see if there's anything else that looks shed-like. Yeah, the dove coat. Is there anything else? I can't remember if there is anything else. I always put the TARDIS down. It'd be good, I'd love that. That'd be fantastic. Well, it is bigger on the inside. Let's be honest. No, not on mobile. I think this is just vehicles. Yeah, we've got into the vehicle pack now, so... Oh, no, there is more, actually. But they're houses. Ah, that's the Black Sheep modded ones, isn't it? Oh, there's quite a few different... Yeah, I've not been this far down for a long, long time, actually. I'd forgotten. But I don't think there's any more... Oh, and the Tana's done some nice little sheds. But they are little. Really little. 9,000... Oh, you see, I didn't know these lot were here. Okay. Actually, they're not bad, are they? That's that. But that... No, it does look house-like, doesn't it? Ah, and we've already got a silo like that. But it is a building. Oh, I'd forgotten about these. 353, that's a terrible amount of... That's the last thing on the... Where's the actual doors? There. Yeah, it is, with a beautiful little bench. So I think we probably will... Actually, it didn't like it next to each other. Let's move it down a little bit. Oh my life, look how much that's costing us. It's £400 worth of levelling. I know, actually, we could stick this one in here, couldn't we, really? Not too close to the Oh, what about that corner right next to the silo? But not too close, because again, the edible trigger is going to be close again. And is that going to leave us enough swing space? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could stick it in the field closer to us, really. I suppose in the corner would not be the end of the world. Or I suppose the best place is right near to the wall trigger. I usually try to do things like that, so why not actually do it like right next door? I always say location, 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 so why not do something like that? Set back a little bit. Let's not get it too close. This is the thing that the mods themselves may not like it. Ooh, wow, we saw it out there. Gordon Bennett, that's a bit nasty. Yeah, I thought I'd come in and I'd sort of straight away. Wow, that really did. That's absolutely vile. It goes to show how the field is. I mean, as in like levels and stuff. Wow, really does. Right, so they are. But yeah, trouble is, I'm doing this, and now I need to put the production down itself. So we've got one over there. I wonder if that was too close to that. There is a, yeah, it could be that. So we're going to go same again. So we're doing bakery, carpentry, Sierra factory, dairy, grain mill, spinnery. Okay, let's stick that. We'll stick it here. It was not. Oh, also let's stick the zone markers on this time. And we'll try again. Oh, that's actually remembered. Yeah, if you remember, it crashed when we actually placed it. And if they're crashing and burning in the background... Brilliant. Actually, was not bad. And the tailor's shop. If we do that here... No, that's what I meant. I've done all that landscaping. I've got to do it all over again. Ooh, it doesn't matter because the zone markers are going to disappear. Ooh, it's not liking me to do the back quadrant. It doesn't like... Yeah, I suppose where the building goes, it's not very... this doesn't like those two being that close together, although we'll see if it crashes and burns. Right, so let's get rid of the zone markers now. So this is the spinnery itself. Oh, you wally. Done it the totally wrong way around, haven't I? I have actually. Let's yeah, we can correct that quite quickly. Yeah, and it will do it full value. Oh, we've got this opportunity. Let's do it. Right, so should we try that again? And let's try to get it the right way around this time. So they were quite a way into this. I think the last two. No. A spinnery. That's the one we want there. Oh, we want to... do hate this. Always forget. I'm a terror. It has spinnery. That's the one that's closest to us. And just try a little bit. And tailor's shop. Why do I get charged an extra 8 when we just this was level? Right, okay, so we've got that all sorted. The right way around this time. And it wouldn't let me... Oh, it is this time. I am slightly to the left of where we were. No, slightly to the right, if anything, actually. Looking at the chevrons. Yeah, we've got to get it reasonably level, because obviously we've got to drop the wall off. Now, I've got the game saver on, but I need to switch the actual thing on, because I'm not going through that again. I really will spit my dummy out, and I'm not coming back if it does it again. So I'm trying to take this so that it is actually, we're going to save it right now. Yeah. The one other thing I'm going to say is, I only put the lights on. I know you would never put lights on, but it's very dark on the map. And if you're going to invite people in, you've sometimes got to go the extra mile. So I'm going to stick it, but we're going to learn a lesson. I'm not going to stick it right near there. I'm going to stick it at the back of the silo. Again, yeah. Oh, do I stick it in the middle? I was trying not to angle it at the animals, but to be honest, I think we just gotta. I think this is such good value. This 600 one, it really does. So if I sort of put it well away and like it's sort of shining everything, but I still don't think there's enough for these. I'm really trying to do it in the areas where, now let's try and be a little bit further away, also from the roads. I'm going to put one in here. Yeah, I've put everything, one in every the area that we need it. I was also trying to be careful not to do it in the shop area, like it says it's restricted. Now that it starts to change from here, but I didn't want to put it on its property. I was going to do it on mine, but I'm not sure that was ever a problem. But we're going to stick it on my grass and face it that way. I know we can't really afford it, but it was more about if you are going to invite people in to have a look, I do think you've got to. Now this also was sort of in the middle of the mod itself, wouldn't let me put it there, but V mode, I've never known anything, but then I've not really placed a lot of lights. So to me, I suppose we could go on the ground itself over here and actually pointing that away. That way we've observed it's not too close to building. That's not in V mode, so if it wasn't happy it would like say so. I'd say that is about right. Might not cast enough light, but we shall see. So yeah, that's the cost of those. I wouldn't put them down in a field like that unless of course we played tennis or something like that, and that was, yeah, a thing like that. But right, so let's just save the game once more because I've got a baseline. Everything's happy. So we're going to do this again. I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, a moment of truth. We're going to save it one more time because obviously it was at this point where we grabbed a sell point that it went wrong, but I'm not expecting that to be the cause, but it could be. You don't honestly know with any of these kind of things until you actually sort of place it down. Now, it obviously had crashed and burned before. We'd gone to production sell point, but it was this that drew our attention to the fact that obviously when it was trying to load, which it should do instantly, it had gone wrong. So we've saved it regularly. Gonna go just for this. So it has. It has crashed and burned anyway. So if I try and get out now, it won't let me. Yeah, right, okay, so a very unexpected thing. You can't put a sell point down, which is the actual event that's crashing and burning the. Well, there's only one way I can check this out, which I'm going to do because luckily we've not lost all of it, and that's to open the log file as the game is actually going, which I'm going to do. So that, yeah, the reason I'm going this deep is because this could help someone else as well. So Farm Simulator 22, there should be a log file right in the base folder, and if you go right down to the bottom, it will be crashing and burning on some point. Right, it is still has an invalid multi-harvest about RRW 500 multi has invalid wetgrass windrow alfalfa. No, it's further down than that. Yeah, that's nothing. It's production spinnery, location of all players. Bad argument 2-1 pairs, table got nil. Object in method delete. Unknown entity ID. Table expected got nil. Sound manager. So it's actually, this is something to do with the sound construction screen Lewis set brush. So okay, it's opened that and then it's crashed and burned. If I was to take a guess, which I am, I would say it's something to do with the map. So it's not liking something on the map. Doesn't mean it's the map's fault, but it doesn't like something to do with this. So now we know this. I'm going to stop recording and we're going to come back in, and we're not going to put a sell point now, which is a bit of a shame. It means we're just going to have to go blind and sell our oil. We've got to do it the horrible way. We've got to sell it in productions. We've just got to do that. There's no other way we can actually do this. I suppose we could sort of cheat, being as the game has been so kind to us twice now. We could actually sell it in November and see if that's a good price or a bad price, and then we could still carry on with the rest, that little bit of canola, to see if we can sell that at the best price too. So I'm going to stop recording. I'm going to reload the game from the last save point, which is not that far, and I'm going to see you shortly. Hello and welcome. Right, we're just back here. We're literally at the very moment where we crashed and burned the game. So let's see. Does it show you what the price of the... I don't think it does. It doesn't show you... Or does it? Does it show you whether it's green or... No, it doesn't, because it doesn't know. Yeah, it doesn't actually know. So the max price would be 5.5. So we would look for 156,810 if we sold about 30,000 now. So let's just see how much we get for... No, then have we fed the animals at this point? Or I think we had. Yeah, I was trying to be clever. I was trying to at least make sure that we... yeah, oh wow, we really did fill it with straw, absolutely. Right, so we did everything we need to do. And the manure did go wrong again, so I have no idea what the manure problem's about, but we'll see if it comes back in the morning. Whether it is that light's a little bit too close. I mean, it's further away this time than ever before. But it's something's upset it, so yeah, it's weird. Right, so what we're about to do is... I've confused myself now. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to put the sell point down. We're just going to go sell and speed up 1 hour just to see canola oil. I'm going to go to see how close we are to reaching that 156 that it sort of promised for us. $317, 417, 127, 37, 47, 57 is 40. Do we accept that? I think so, because now the rest of the canola oil is going to... We're going to put it in storing again, and we're going to stick the canola oil back on, and it should do all of that by tomorrow morning. So let's save the game, because this is our main income. Let's be honest, this is what we've worked so hard for. The entire year is for our canola oil. So we're up to 456,000. Let's put that down to times 1. And we're going to go through till tomorrow. We've done everything. We've got enough bales. We obviously only lost the... Let's take this lot down the bottom. And I'm hoping that we do get some... Yeah, there's one thing I was thinking as I was just restarting everyone's engines this time, and that was that as much as I do love the holes, it's a terrible steer. It always has been. But I don't care, but on this map I do. It is not turning very well. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not going to get rid of it, but what I mean is it is something that if you're on tight turns like this, that you've got to be careful of it. I know already it doesn't like the 48 tonner. It does not like that back. It's supposed to have 20 odd ton backs, but of course it does work with the RT runner pack, so it will do it. But that's what all the jerking and careering is about. If you notice it as we pass, it shake, rattles and rolls. It will move on fields and all sorts. I've obviously done this before on other Let's Plays. Sri Lanka, it was a nightmare. It used to go into crop and all sorts. It was it was a bit of a nightmare. Right, so we'll go through to December morning. My entire plan this session was to get through the winter, but obviously yes. I thought that was a bit unfair. We put 48 tons worth of chaff in and it's knocked it down 40 odd percent. Seriously, 40%. Oh no, come on! You're really good at steering. Why have you got stuck? Oh, where are you? Somewhere about there it should be. Okay, let's... Oh, it's caught up now. No, it's not. No, it's... I've confused myself again. Right. Okay, let's just visit here, because if it's anywhere, it's like stuck. It's a bit dingy, Mr. Smith. I think a light would be a good idea. Oh, it's stuck. It's stuck right back at the beginning. Seriously, we were nowhere near that. You know, you're fired. Do you know? Seriously, how ridiculous. We were nowhere near that. And of all of the things that are stupendous steerers, this has got to be like one up there with the best. So, yeah, her driving ability was terrible. Did pay her though. Quite well actually, for just sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, it's ever so strange. I was reading, obviously there's already talk about FS25. I went onto a forum, I was trying to do a bit of a search on modding for FS25, and I would imagine there's nothing out there, but in my search was people's comments about, well, let's hope the AI isn't going to get stuck at non-existent objects. I thought, yeah, that would be nice. It would actually be very nice if the AI was fixed. Yeah, the other thing that's a little bit strange was I always hoped was silver, and I quite like the deadwood, the deadwood logs, and also the rocks, but it was never incorporated in any other map that I've seen since. I was a bit, yeah, I was hoping. Oh, manure is starting to work, so perhaps it was just that we'd left it a couple of months last time for it to form. So it is starting to come through, so it's nothing to do with the light. Thank goodness for that. So stick that ready for the morning, and we'll save it one more time. I know the autosaver still doesn't care that I've saved. It doesn't reset the counter or anything like that. It still will do what it needs to do. So we've fed everything. We've got that on. We've reswitched the canola on. So that should be now going till the morning. Oh, we didn't stick the fabric wool on. Do you know, seriously, fabric wants to be distributing and the clothes want to be calling for said object. We're going to speed time for an hour, just so as that does go across at 11. Oh, £10 wage payment. Okay, so everything's, we've not, I can say I've confused myself now. We've not gone through till the morning. I've just sped time up by an hour, haven't I? Yes, I have. Fantastic. So let's go through till tomorrow morning and 9 o'clock. And we might be able to sell the last little bit of our canola and seriously make as much as we could. It was a little bit down. I think it was we lost 16,000, but that's not terrible. Not when you consider how much 30 odd tons income production costs a little for some reason. Oh, TMR's not bad this time. Nor straw. I think we go through to, and wow, all of them actually. Water even is not terrible on anybody's thing. So I think we could actually coast through on this. So we have, of course, got to do the milk and all that type of stuff, but right. Oh, and the manure is back up this time, so whatever had spooked it. Oh, so it just disappeared. It has actually got the 2 days, but it wasn't showing yesterday. So, 500 grand. See, Marty, we're doing all right. Yeah, I did notice, and obviously I was bringing your attention to the fact that I do like the torpedo that I always call a rocket. It too, actually. Oh, now then, for 12,935 for this beautiful 170 horsepower tractor. Right, yeah, I'm going to do something. I am. We have it's a medium tractor, isn't it? Yeah. I want to take it out of the game. I do. It's I'm tempted to take that one out too. It's driving me crazy. It's got like a 2.5 second lurch where you press the trigger and nothing happens, and then it just suddenly lurches into action. Schnibble makes some cracking mods, but I'm tempted to take. I've got lots of his mods. There's only that one that's a bit weird. So the 800 series, I think it is. I think I've got his 7, 8 and 9. Now the 900 series he's done is fantastic, but this 824 one is just, there's no way a tractor takes 2.5 seconds to accelerate in any range, so something's not quite right. It's been in for a while, so I'm not expecting him suddenly to fix it, and he does make some cracking mods. Really, I've got lots and lots of Schnibble moddings tractor sets because they are just so good, apart from that one. And I'm gonna, but all the hard work is done. I'm gonna give him it's just I just want to try to get rid of the I'm just trying to slim my mods and get rid of ones, be quite ruthless and only keep the ones that I really like, because the bigger your mods, even on a PC, as people think PCs are, mine's a powerful PC, it does affect load time and all sorts of things. As I found out a few months back when I was getting them, I just didn't care what I'd got in. I was adding this and that and the other, and my load time went up to It was one time about 4 minutes for the game, and I thought, well, this is not right. What's it? It had hit some sort of number that it didn't like anymore, and that was the problem. Yeah, right. So then, anyway, we can coast through with that. Let's grab the manure. Now it's come through. Its lights are terrible. That's the other thing. But I'm not having to go. It's an old bit of kit, which is why it's so cheap. Normally, it is a very old wagon. You can tell by the styling, really, but it's still a cracker, and that's also the reason why it's terrible at steering. But there are some maps like this. You really need it to be good. So, but I suppose the other thing is you just have to like keep sort of steering in a different way. So let's grab the milk, and I think no, we did the filling from yesterday. So we'll tell that to fill, and we'll drop that. We had some water left. We may as well top the water up though. Yeah, I did think as well. I could use this for water and milk, but then you've got to like keep making sure you don't overfill the water. Oh, okay. No, it wasn't too bad for so I think for once we're going to be kind and actually get the milk with this, because it's only water, so we really would not hurt this at all, the fact that we were using it, because it's I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm getting plenty of practice and I'm not doing too badly with that. It's a very short base, which means oh, okay, for some reason it didn't fill the first time. It's obviously also the other super thing about the TARDIS is its unload rate is sort of second to none, which is why you could have this, because some of the bigger tankers, they are sort of quite slow on the unload, but you're doing 70 odd tons at a time, so it's still better than having an Matana. I just think, I mean, I have used just this on some Let's Plays, but yeah, stick this in. Yeah, so all of our businesses together are all, let's just check. Yeah, the one thing we ought to be doing before we even think about going through. So the clothes are up to 663. I think we ought to upgrade that to a level 2. I don't think it's going to do it otherwise. This one seems to be managing all right. Hold on a minute. Oh yeah, it had 4 tons, so we'll do that to a level 2 too. Yeah, but we're going to keep it at that. What it needs, nothing more. So we now have to go to the canola oil. Oh, it has done it all. Yeah, that is right. Selling. Right, let's let the autosave do its thing. And then we're going to sell that on the hour at 10 o'clock. It's a little less it's yeah, quite understated actually now, the save. Right, so yeah, it wasn't a lot, was it? We knew that, but at least we sold everything. Right, so storing, and we don't want you on anymore because there isn't any canola left in. Smashing. So then, I got excited, didn't I? I just forgot what I was doing. Just literally down tools. Yeah, I'm getting plenty of reversing practice, but that of all ones, because it's got such a small drawbar, it's really difficult to do. I mean, it's not even a matter of losing it, but the longer the drawbar, obviously the nicer it is to steer, but that's ever so short. I mean, it's got some advantages too. There's never right, so yeah, I mean, really, we could just go straight through and then give a right good amount of TMR and grass in the morning, I think. It's just saved, so we're definitely good. We checked already in the sales. I am tempted. Oh, that's what I was going to do. I was going to say I wanted to buy the torpedo. I'm going to keep it at standard green. Yeah. And we didn't. We only lost 6,000 with the other one, really. So, yeah. Now, that's a strange one as well. I had a conversation with a lady in Sheffield. And she was telling me of these cotton trees, really big ones, that actually grow cotton. And I said, well, that's really hilarious. I said, I play a farming game. I said, and I always say cotton can't grow in Britain because it's not renowned for growing in Britain. But apparently there's these really large trees that do definitely grow cotton near where she lives, but not the little bushes. But then again, I don't know, perhaps cotton does grow bigger. Perhaps they grow little cotton trees and grab the cotton off, and yeah, you can see that shake, rattling and rolling. Yeah, it really is not. Yeah, let's grab that last little bit. Right, we're going to grab this slurry and this. We're going to bring like 48 tons of well, we're going to need a tractor. Where did we stick the little one? Milk. Yeah, I left it. I took it to the milk. And I left it at the milk as well. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. It's that one there. Right, let's take that back as well. Grab the slurry, take those two up. I am going to end it here. I'm just glad that we've made a bit of progress after that horrible crash. I'm going to put that one on the beginning of this and then put this one afterwards. But Marty, we're doing well. We are. We're certainly making, yeah, with all of the businesses that we have got now without any kind of fertiliser business. Mind you, yeah, I don't do it always. It is my favourite starting business. But again, it is, as I've always said, you've got to have an amount to actually do something with that. You know, as in like whatever you produce. But I mean, I could do the same with the sell point, the Missy B sell point, which was my favourite sort of thing in the past. So it was the BGA start and like sell the digestate in winter. That worked really well, and again, that made you a fortune. So yeah, I mean, it's all about selling the products that the farm actually produces or that your businesses produce, and that's not really changed an awful lot in either of the FS19 or FS22. So yeah, I mean, the manure business is a new one, obviously, because productions are new, but yeah. And the other thing you've got to ask yourself is it's obviously one of the most popular businesses because there are about 30, at least 30 different fertiliser plants by lots of different people. DS Power, Vanquish, all loads of modders have thrown their hat in the ring with that. And so you've got to ask yourself the question, if it's one of the most popular businesses, it's because it's one of the most lucrative. So I don't really, that's what I'm saying. I am a bit gutted about the windrower. I really do wonder about that. I'm going to grab a front 3-point as well for the torpedo, because Pepe's works a treat. And oh, I actually did it. That's the first time I've actually done that, where I've done it without reversing. It's going back though that's the worst. That's the worst of the two. Ooh. Yeah, no, that was not bad driving. I literally hit a thing and skipped where your wheels don't go off the ground. So, well, it was bad in a way. Ooh, let's remind that it should be obeying the laws of physics. Really. That's the other thing we've not done, and that's to bring the... Thank you very much, young lady, for your assistance. Yes, so we do know already, though, what we're going to be facing in FS25, and that is rice. Yeah, it's one thing of the teasers that we've been teased with. So, have I still got a front loader? Did we ever get a front loader? I can't remember if we actually did. I don't think we did, because we had the telehandler, didn't we, quite early on? We had nothing to begin with. Got the wheel loader too. Do we leave the telehandler up here and have the wheel loader down there? That's probably not a bad thing, because the wheel loader's got a big bag handler. It can handle the... Yeah, it can actually. Let's do that. Let's be sensible. Let's grab you. Merlot. You can be the bale, which I think we were originally going to do, but then obviously I put the bucket on, because at one point I was bucketing. Yes, I was a bit... really quite upset over the fact that lost 40%. When you consider how hard it is for you to compact the silage or the chaff into silage, it's, yeah, to lose 40%, I know what that is. Yeah, I've got my 2 terabyte drive in that I store my episodes on, and every now and again it unplugs for some reason. No idea why. But it's regular, but it's not wrong. It reads it all the time. I have no idea why it does it. Did you really want to know that? I was saying that earlier at work. I said I am a bit of an oversharer, and you let's apologise, but it is true. I am a little. Right, let's see, can we get this little bunch of 3 just over here? Yeah, but it's just amazing. We've not had much use for the sprayers, have we? But then it's, yeah, I think we've ploughed most years, so you don't really need to, do you? Ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm on about with the holes. It doesn't have shake, rattle and roll. Let's grab another few. Well, we're certainly managing to get down this. We are going to have to get some of our loose at some points. I think this should be enough. So I think we're probably till we go through till January morning. No, I think we'll do another session. Ooh, is that? I think it's not. Yeah, it's got some manure left. It can't. Oh. No, it's just that oddment, isn't it? It would let it do a little bit more. Mind you, we did say, yeah, the animals, or did we? No, was that yesterday morning? No, I've not gone through. That's what I'm saying. We are going to go. Let's save the game. I hate this one. It sort of freaked me out, and I like then go into panic mode where you think it's gonna crash. It's gonna crash. Yeah, I do. But we will save it for sensibleness. Yeah, if nothing else. And we're going to go through. We bought the rocket. We didn't forget. So we're going to go through straight through to January month, and that's where we're going to leave it. I'll do the feeding of the animals tomorrow. Just check the sales, and that is us. Oh, one thing that I normally forget to do is we need to stick the canola on. Oh, did it? Did it? Must have, yeah. Wow, that was clever of me. Did we do the wall? No, we didn't. Let's go grab the. Yeah, I don't want to be forgetting things like that, because that again is our second biggest money spinner. Is that? So let's grab this, hook it down. Yeah, it is. It's true. It's. Can't forget that. This is probably not a bad one to do the running up and down on the. Although I don't know. I think the fence the best. Really. Reminds me of Riverside, this does. Using the bigger terrain, of course, on that. We had the 20 tonner. A real biggie. I think it's alright with the animals. I'm sort of getting used to it. It wouldn't quite be right. I mean, you would fence this off, but it's too tricky for us to do it. Really, I think it'd look a bit strange. So, let's... I do love that trick of the big backhander where you do that. We'll leave that other one to form overnight. So again, about 2 and a bit tons every single day. So we're going to go through till January morning. And then hopefully next session we're going to get all the way through winter, but I am very pleased with how we're doing. We might, I think, buy another big field. I'm thinking, I reckon we're going to buy 81. Oh, let's do it by 16. Oh, that's the one with, yeah, like 2 fields, and you don't think you can actually make them into one. Yeah, you can't take any of the hedges down or anything, can you? So I think 81. 84 is a nice one. Ooh, yeah, but it doesn't really matter when a field's that big. Just how do we get into that now? We could sort of jump into the Massey, do a bit of a, yeah, it's not all been work, hasn't it? So we'll go through to January morning, but let's just have a quick look. So the big field, this is our field. This, ooh, I don't think it's It's got a track through the middle of it. And it's got telegraph poles. They're not always the bestest. That's not a bad one though, that we did look at there. It's still got lots of undulations on this map. Lots of undulations. How do we get into that? Is there a gate from our place to it? I mean, these are fairly hefty fields. This one here, which the gate is off the main. It's a single gate again. And it's a right angle turn job. There's no... Yeah, there's none of those gates that stunt in. I mean, because... Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's true. They're all... Well, it's 90 degrees, which is forcing you to use small equipment, really. So that's the one that's got 2 fields, a little one and a big one. So that's the trouble with that one. And I can't get rid of the fence, it won't let you. So big fields wise, we've got this one which leads into that one, which I think that's probably our best bet. It is awful, but is the... How do you get into this other one? Is there a gate? It's right over there. Yeah, I'm not trekking like 3 different directions to the same area. It's there. There's a gate that's near our other fields really, but it's a Fairhead trek. I suppose though, the other thing, being as we've already made the break for this one, I think we'll make the break for that one, and yeah, we can't get into that one. Yeah, so it's going to be those 2, I think, on the map. So how much would that be for the field right next door? That one there is how much? 121. We will buy it. Yes. Oh, we need to scan it. Have we got a scanner? Have we got a scanner? I can't remember. I don't think we have we? No, we leased it. We'll lease it again. So we will be ploughing that in... I could stack... Yeah, that's the point actually. I could grab the fence off camera and the plough and literally do that next time that we get cracking. So all that remains for the... No, it doesn't, Mr. Smith. You're going through to January morning, remember? Oh, I'm a terror. I do actually get myself all confused because you're like, I changed my mind, I'm a terror. Ooh. Now, does that crash if you do both things at once? Can it cope with the night? It seemingly can. 430, and we've just bought a big field, so that is amazing. And we have for sale, we could, talking of cotton, yeah, the crampy. There is a couple of things it's good for, and that's it can actually go on the back of a... do we need that? No, we're happy with everything. The one thing I'm going to do though is on camera buy the 3-point by Pepe for the torpedo, Mr. Smith, not a rocket. Torpedo. I'm confusing myself with actually reminding myself what I always used to call it. So I think we'll have it black. By yes. And yeah, we've been really unfortunate with seeders and planters on this. Not hardly any have we seen. So we're still in the market for actually buying one. If we don't get one by... Is it? We're good doing canola, aren't we? So canola... Oh, no, we didn't. Yeah, we said we're going to switch oils, didn't we, to sunflower, actually. So sunflower's early March. If we don't get any kind of seeder stroke, well, it's got to be a planter. I'm going to treat ourselves to the one that is my favourite. On this particular one. So I'm going to grab that off camera. It's not that important with the winter. I was thinking afterwards, after it had gone, and that was we've got a 12 meters, I think it's a 12-meter header, so that means the windrows are 12 meters, and we've got a 10-meter one with the grass, so that means the windrows are 10 meters. So that's why we've really not necessarily needed one, neither for harvesting or for even grass work. So it's not the end of the world. We've managed this sort of long, and our windrows have all been good. So yeah, so all that remains to be said, we can do the animals next session, is thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.